India's Best Insurance Product Awards is organized by Insurance Alerts, India's largest and Asia's second largest exclusive insurance news platform, reaching over 20 countries twice daily to insurance professionals, with over 40% to the top management of insurance companies, TPA, insurtechs, intermediaries, and web aggregators. We are connected to over 23,000 on LinkedIn. Our Insurance Alerts broadcast is the world's only exclusive insurance content YouTube channel, with over 100 videos on insurance. Insurance Alerts handcrafted in Bharatvarsh, solely dedicated to global insurance news in English and Hindi, with prime focus on India. Soon it will be available in all regional languages of India as well. Insurance Alerts covers international news and events, policies launched by life, general and health insurance companies, stock news of insurance companies, interview with insurance professionals and top management, legal issues, updates on stock market on insurance company shares, latest orders and notifications by regulatory bodies and government authorities, insurance knowledge hub, etc.
Intermediaries are the backbone of our insurance industry, spread all over the country, including remote areas, but they are the who have no access to news on insurance industry, as there is no such exclusive platform. Insurance Alerts is conceived to fill up this gap and develop a platform where every single insurance intermediaries and insurance professionals has free access to insurance news. Insurance Alerts publishes news and articles for intermediaries, which elevates their status, upgrades their marketing skills, and develops interest of their vital role in trade and commerce to promote the healthy growth of the insurance industry in line with national objectives.
Our newly launched Medical Alerts, which caters to healthcare industry, now reaches over 15,000 doctors and hospitals every day in India. Soon it will be launched in other parts of Asia.
Welcome to Insurance Alerts broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have with us is Mr. Susheel Agarwal from Ethika Brokers Private Limited. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling me for this interview.
Sir, I wanted to understand from you what is the role of insurance in enhancing the social security or in the whole social security?
Not everybody is rich in the world, right? Only 1% of the population can afford all the luxuries. The rest of the people are running after roti, kapra, and makan also. That is a basic necessities, right? And this basic necessities most probably is dependent on the earning member of the family. Maybe that is a husband, and in some cases both husband and wife, right? Now, either the couple has to earn that much money and keep it in the bank so that if something happens to them, the family will be taken care, or they need to have an insurance policy, right? Now, if in absence of insurance policy, what happens? The family will be taken back by almost a generation or two, right? They need money for education and all, they don't have it, and then they start doing odd jobs and all. Now, if we want to take care of the country in such a way that we want to ensure that our growth pattern is being taken care, then it becomes very important for the government to ensure that in case if something happens to the bread earner, the family is not affected. And there the insurance is playing a much bigger role. But unfortunately, in India, we have always connected insurance either with the tax saving schemes or with the LIC money back policies or endowment policies or ULIP policies and all. That's very unfortunate. I think we have to separate this to the investment part and the insurance part. And if you take only insurance as only risk management tool to avoid the risk of whatever the accident or flooding or terrorism or earthquake, like today also Nepal has got earthquake, then we will be considering insurance as a risk management tool. Then it will be an essential tool for managing the growth of the company. Since we have combined it with investment, I think it is not working the way it should work. We are behind ensuring that how much money we are going to get back. That is an investment. If you have more money, you can put it in mutual funds or you can put it in stock market or all. But the science between insurance and the investment, we need to understand it very well.
So what you suggest, what to do?
I think we need to educate people. Like for example, if you see gambling is very popular, right? If you see the countries where casinos and this betting and lotteries are allowed, even in Kerala, you see the lottery is allowed, and the companies which um, launch lotteries, they make huge chunk of money, right? Probably in India, if casinos are allowed, I think they'll be bigger than any insurance industry as such, right? So my suggestion is we need to educate people that the same science of gambling is involved in insurance also. The science is same. The science is one person money is coming into another person pocket, right? But in insurance, it is for the welfare of the society. Whereas in gambling, it is basically eroding the welfare of the society. But the science is same. Why are the people more excited to go for cricket betting and for casinos? They want that excitement of that, but they don't want to think something bad happening. That's why maybe for insurance the participation is very less. They're ready to put money, but if you actually see the risk involved of me dying while crossing the road to buy a lottery is much more higher than me winning that lottery itself, right? The chances of me winning that lottery is very small compared to me dying while crossing the road for buying the lottery. So that education is, I think, one is missing. But after COVID and lot of efforts by our current IRDA chairman, I think things are changing. People are understanding that insurance is not an investment tool. It is not just for tax saving tool. It is basically for risk management. And that is why you have seen there is an increase in our the term life policies. Then we have increase in personal accident policies. Some of the schemes which is launched by government is also helping us. But I think we are very far from the total social security which we are talking about. I think maybe if the government comes back, maybe in 5 years from now, we can see entire population getting enrolled for the social security under the common policy of, let's say, single policy for insurance given by government. But that should happen actually. Otherwise, what is happening is many families, they sell their houses, they get into debt trap throughout their generation to repay the money which they have taken for the hospitalization or for the for the debt which they have taken because of the absence of the breadwinner.
So you think government plays a very important role in this, or government has to play a very important role in doing all this?
See, I think government started playing. Unlike maybe 10 years back, we never used to see insurance as a news item in any newspaper. It was somewhere in third page or fourth page or fifth page. But actually, if you see now, insurance is in the front page always, right? Every other day, you are seeing some more of the reforms happening, and insurance needs coming as a forefront. And then there's a lot of private participation also increased post 2002 or post 2001, when this private company started coming and then brokers started coming, and then now the technology started coming into this existence, and that is helping us. So I think from that side the role is being played. But then there should be other side of it. How many colleges are there which is only teaching insurance? Or how many students who are taking MBA are actually taking insurance as a subject for their study? They may go for marketing, they may go for HR, they may go for production or whatever it is. But I rarely see people opting insurance as their elective in MBA. Right. Now, if you imagine, if insurance companies are coming, 10 more insurance companies are planning to launch businesses in coming months. Now, if they want to recruit people, where are the people? Right. So insurance companies has to recruit people, and then they have to train. And after training, they are not sure whether the guy is going to stay here or they might leave. Right. So from government, there is a role being played. Insurance companies started playing a role. But I think now there is a need that our education system also has to be reformed and bring insurance as an essential subject. Why we are teaching them at the time of maybe MBA? Why not in degree? Why not in 10+2, or why not in 10th class? Why not we teaching them that, see, you after roti kapda makan, you need to take care of insurance. Otherwise, even roti kapda makan will get affected. So that in the 10th class only, the person is very clear that the moment I start earning, I need to secure my family. At this moment, insurance, they start thinking after 35 or 36 or maybe 40. Right? Many mediclaims get rejected because the person is applying for mediclaim because he got a pre-existing disease. And then no insurance company is ready to cover them. If you would have known this before, maybe you would have taken the policy at the age of 30 or 25 or 20. We are trained to take first salary comes, I want to take a housing loan. Second, maybe after 2 years, I want to take my marriage loan. After 2 years, I want to take my vehicle loan. But why not insurance before that? And who will teach that? I think our education system. Right? We need to make insurance as one of the most essential subject covered in our 10th class, maybe 11th class. It has to be made. And that may change. Maybe in the next 5 years, you will see that the next graduates who are going to come, they'll be very, very serious. And then their participation in the education also will be more, so that we'll have more resources who can sell. A lot of mis-selling is happening nowadays in insurance. Why mis-selling is happening? One is the person who is buying doesn't know what he is buying. At the same time, I have seen many people who are selling, they itself don't know what they are selling. They are selling, telling benefits, but not the fine prints. Maybe their intention is good, but they don't know that it fine prints. Many banks who are selling the policy, they don't even know XYZ of the policy. They do under insurance, they just sell the policy, that's all. And when the claim happened, then they realize that what the policy was they have taken is not even covering that what they have taken. So since we have lack of resources, even insurance companies are helpless. So my suggestion is, I think the education system has to come forward and bring insurance as an essential subject into their core curriculum.
Great, I understood. And what is the role of a broker in all this?
See, broker being the only entity regulated by the IRDA, which is representing the interest of the client. Right? So if you ask me, the same knowledge which I'm having, if I'm in an insurance company, I'm using it for the benefit of insurance company knowledge. And when I have to reject the claim, it will be very tough for me, because the human side of me will be very saying that, okay, yeah, it's just a fine print, right? Why should a person who has taken the policy should suffer? The fine prints should not overlap on the spirit of the contract. If the spirit of the contract should say that I have paid the premium, claim should be paid, and the claim is not being paid because of some small fine print in the policy, it becomes a lack of trust. It creates a trust deficit in the industry between the client and the insurance companies. A broker has a larger role to bring or to reduce that trust deficit which has been created by the insurance company's fine prints and the lack of knowledge of the buyer. And being an insurance broker, we have knowledge of both the sides. One is underwriting side, so that we know that the fraudulent things are not being encouraged, and at the side of buying side, that what are the problems they are having, right? So insurance company should be busy in manufacturing and creating and innovating new products based on the field level underwriting done by the broker. Since we are interacting with many companies and many underwriters, we have that knowledge which we can bring. So even a broker should be made responsible. Maybe that they can tie up with some colleges. Each college, maybe a broker is made responsible to take care of, let's say, 2 college or 1 college, where they need to pass on that knowledge, what they have got it from that years which they are doing the business, and to the students which is being graduated in the college, right? Maybe we don't have that many teachers immediately can be appointed and teach insurance to them, right? But then we can bring brokers, or maybe the retired persons in the brokers, who can come forward and educate the new generation about the need of insurance. Like compared to Western and European countries, I think even though their population is 1/10 of ours, their penetration is 10 times of ours, right? That means we have huge or very long way to take care, right? And then we have less time. We need to ensure that we need to take advantage of the technology innovations and Go to the tier 2 cities, go to the tier 3 cities or villages, and then teach them that insurance is not an investment, insurance is a risk management tool, and then sell this.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be in touch with you for more updates in times to come. Thank you so much.
Take care, sir. Bye. Take care.
Namaste.
Namaste.